Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 24. Check.
They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready. Go.
They'll run it. It's Mack. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
52 is the mark, boys. 52.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I got you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this one to Mack. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. On second down now, it's Mack. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mike 54. Here we go. Big grip.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
15 line. Let's go. Right. 29 is Mike 29. Guys, it's game. Ready.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go, let's go!
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's go, let's go!
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Second and 3. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. They'll run the screen with Mack. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Here we go, here we go!
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack!
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. We'll hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That's it, baby! We go
6-0 our score after 1. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Now he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Bell with a 1st down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Ready, go. 52, and go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set hut.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll run it with Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Funches has it complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll look to throw to the right side to Eric Ebron. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On the ground, it's Mack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run the draw play with Mack, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They go right back to Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A screen to Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Gun now on 3rd down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Mark 52, Mark 52.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Set, go.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go right back to Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
70, Indy.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set up, 18, Gator. Here we go. 5.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A screen to Bell. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
You ready?
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Bell. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Ready up. Come. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
2nd and 2. Johnson's got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Come on now. Let's go. On the set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. Bottom line, they want to keep...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Now back to throw. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Funchess has it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still... stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Single, 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 single.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Single, single.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Colts, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.